Okay, the time has come. Time to install the brand new engine, which is under this cover on the stand, um, into the Suburban. Okay, so let me just get you caught up on what I've done so far. Okay, so I've got a new torque converter installed. I have replaced some of the hoses. I replaced the power steering hoses. I Let's see, what else did I do? Just did a lot of cleanup. Look at the engine bay was just full of gunk. I would have probably ideally loved to pressure wash this, but in light of not having that capability, uh, uh, definitely I made use of brake clean. Okay, so this stuff is worth its weight in gold there, and just with a few sprays helped clean up the engine bay quite a bit. I replaced this AC accumulator dryer thing. I replaced the orifice tube. I've got a new AC compressor, and I've got a new AC condenser. And wherever, like right here, for instance, I put in wherever there's a break in the system, I put in a new O-ring. So if I opened anything up, oh, and by the way, the brand new or rewrapped engine harness, I got a story about that. So remember back in episode 46, 47, maybe 48, I don't remember, I spent a lot of time rewrapping the wire harness, the engine wire harness. It was a wire harness that came with the engine that I rebuilt. Well, that came out of a 2010 Suburban. Keep in mind, this is a 2008 Suburban. Every connection was identical except for three. And literally, I rerouted this entire engine harness. Okay, I rerouted it, and rerouting the engine harness in the engine bay is not very difficult. But when you have to reroute it back up underneath, above the transmission under the truck, that's not particularly easy. But I got under there and spent probably a couple hours rerouting it, and at the very end of the cable, the last three connectors are like some sort of speed connector that go into the transfer case. Well, guess what? They're different on an 08 from a 10. On the 2010 engine harness, they're two wire connectors, but on the 2008, they're three wire connectors. Now, you might say, well, can you change the connectors? Can you get adapters? And you know what? That was just more work, more research than I was willing to do. It was just incredibly frustrating. So I ripped that entire engine harness out that I rewrapped, believe it or not. And I ended up reconditioning the one that came with this Suburban. So, and I bought some loom. I don't know where I have loom pieces, but I bought like a pack of loom from, the wire wrap loom from Lowe's. And I figured, what the hell? I got some orange because, a lot of the engine pieces are orange. So I got some orange electrical tape. And after I replaced a lot of the plastic loom coverings, the wire coverings, I just wrapped it in orange electrical tape just to kind of give it a little accent. And then finally, I did have some Tessa tape left over. So I did do some Tessa tape in certain parts. But basically, this is what the engine harness looks like. A lot of orange, which is kind of what I'm going for anyway, just for fun. Why not? So anyway, here we are, ready to put the engine in, and I'm going to set the camera up on the stand so you can watch it just like you watched it coming out, and I'll be wearing my GoPro on my forehead so you can have that perspective as well. Let's see. I think that's it. So let's get started. Hey, it's time to get that motor in, so stand by and don't step away because it's going in right now.
Probably ought to get the packet ready. Probably come from the backside, you think?
Yeah. Not like how we did last time?
Yeah. What do you think?
Getting there. All right, I've got contact with the bell housing. All right, let's lift this baby up and put her in. Oh wait, we gotta take this off. Wow, it gets to come off the stand. That is exciting. All right, let me take this up. Exciting times beyond belief. All right, I believe these are 17s. 17. All right. Put them on enough times. Remember. And then once the stand goes up in the air, we can pull it out. You got the stand?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Look.
All right.
And we got to pull that piece off that holds the flywheel in place, correct?
The what?
Yeah, on the right side it's.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. Actually, that's just on by hand. That's where the starter goes.
This will be so much cleaner.
I'm telling you. It's the end of the road.
What
All
is
right.
this for, Nick?
I have no idea.
Is it on the other one too?
Yeah.
Huh.
Sure is. No idea what it's for though.
Okay.
Let's see. Did we pull the dipstick out? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We pulled that. Let me go ahead and get that tightened, put back in and tightened up.
Okay.
How's everybody?
I'm good.
All right, she's in.
Make the break?
What?
Did you make the break?
I did, yes.
It was fun. It was good to see everybody kind of get out and enjoy themselves like that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still 2 minutes
All right, what else? Any other last minute things that need to be done?
I can't think of anything.
Now it has pins. The pins are in here.
Right.
Did the pins come out or did it stay in the transmission side?
They're in there.
They're in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see where they go over here.
Yeah. Jack this baby up. It seems like there's so much weight hanging on just a thread, you know? Alright,
All right.
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. For some reason it felt like I was imagining things. I was totally imagining things. Alright, let me set the camera back up over here. Alright, let me get on the back side of it.
Okay. think we need to go a bit like that direction.
Liz, let me know if I need to. Excellent.
I didn't tilt it as much as I probably could, but okay.
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 Straight on back?
Straight on back, sir.
How about the headers?
Okay, I'm clearing on this side of the steering. Okay, drop it down some. Because I need to clear.
I'm looking at the oil pan.
Uh-huh.
Looks like the whole thing's gonna need to come over this way.
Over towards you?
Yeah, because you see over toward you.
Okay, I got you.
See?
Yeah, let's go down first and then we can.
There's a pin right here in the motor mount coming down. It goes right into there. And once that pin is seated, then it's pretty much, you see that pin? This pin goes right into here. This pin into here.
Okay.
And there should be one just like it on the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to lower?
Yeah, lower. Now check those wires over there.
What wires?
Those ones for your oil pressure sensor.
They're good.
Okay. I think we could probably lower it. The back of the motor needs to come down.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Can we lower it a little bit?
Yeah. I'm basically just using those as my guide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if it sits in there, if it falls in there, then it has to be in the right spot.
Right.
You know, how is it on that side? Is it in it?
It's close. I need this side probably. back about an inch and a half and down about an inch, I think.
All right, I'm gonna try to push it down while so wait, you need this side pushed back?
Yeah.
It's just a little finesse now.
I think they're almost like this right now. You know what I mean?
You know, it seems like the truck is cockeyed. It's like the truck's tilted.
Well, but I think problem we're having is the engine's sitting like this,
Right.
and well, I think the transmission's down. So, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw us put the engine in, crane, lowering it. The problem we were having was the motor mounts weren't lining up properly. The engine seemed to be kind of a little bit cockeyed, and we couldn't get it to turn. We couldn't get the engine to turn clockwise. In other words, the engine was like sitting cockeyed, okay? And unfortunately, we fiddled with it and took the engine out, tried a bunch of different things, and finally discovered what the problem was. So the engine is in the truck, however, it's got to come out again. And here's the problem. Here's what the problem is. You see how these coils are not stock. Here's stock coils. Here's the engine that came out. Okay, you see the stock, you know, how it has this plate, and there's the coils that are lined vertically. And of course mine, because I changed the valve covers to non-stock valve covers, my coil packs are just mounted right to the valve covers. Well, that's all fine and dandy on the driver's side, but on the passenger side, it's the number 8 cylinder coil is all the way backed up against, I don't know if you can see that in there, but it's backed up all the way against the, I don't know, why is that not showing up very well? Yeah, there it is. The number 8 coil pack is backed up all the way against the firewall. And clearly the spark plug wire, there's no room for the spark plug wire to go on there. I had pulled it previously just thinking, well, let's prevent anything from hanging up. But thank God I did, because that would have just ripped right off. So clearly that is what's preventing the engine from at least it being cockeyed, kind of, it's cockeyed this way. It needs to turn clockwise to be seated in there right. And I'm 90% sure that it's that coil pack bumped up against the firewall that's causing it. So a lesson to, if you're thinking about using non-standard valve covers, that's a consideration. It looks kind of cool to have them kind of angled like that, not on a standoff like stock, and you know, you'd think it would function well, but that standoff on the stock is there for a reason. And now I just figured out why. So Terry and I are gonna try to fabricate a standoff so we could turn that coil pack counterclockwise a little bit so that it goes vertical and provides enough clearance for the engine to go all the way back and for the spark plug wire to go on. Okay, so unfortunately this evening, we spent about 4 hours at least trying to get this engine in, and quite frankly, it would have been pretty easy had it, you know, we couldn't figure out why the engine wasn't seating in there properly. But now that I know why, well, we're going to call it a night and try again tomorrow. All right, thanks so much.